Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Alicia Spiritual Guidance. I'm Alicia and I'm going to do your reading. Today we're going to use the Soul's Journeys card. Thank you for tuning in. I hope there's something in this message for you that you could take away from it. Two things before I get started. One, I live next to a freeway, and two, there's a few fans in the background, so sorry about the noise. Alright, y'all, let's get into it. I did not shuffle off camera, so I'm going to shuffle on camera. What is the message for the collective, the soul's journey? We're going to do a 5-card spread here. What does the collective need to know when it comes to their journey at this time? I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. 1. I'm quiet, but I feel like right now is the time to be in a quiet space, a time of reflection, especially with this full moon getting ready to come up, reflecting on where you're at right now, where you want to go. So coming into this, we have acceptance, right? So this is you. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. This is a great thing to be in this space of acceptance, right? What's influencing this? Because as you learn and really accept that you cannot, accept that you are not in control of all things. The only thing that you are in control of is you. Gives you a lot of power. It gives you a lot of power to deal with a lot of things that that essentially, you don't have to blame yourself for. You release that blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being, and you only focus on, yourself. You can't focus on anyone else's actions, anyone else's actions, anyone else's reactions. The only thing you can control are your actions and reactions. So being in this energy of acceptance is saying that if it's outside of my control, I'm not going to worry about it. If it really doesn't concern me directly, I'm not going to worry about it. If there's a situation where there's conflict or whatever the case may be, how are you handling it? Accepting the fact that not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to vibe with you. Some people may walk in the room and look at you and just decide, look, I don't like her, I'm going to choose, or I don't like him, I'm going to choose this person to target, whatever the case may be. So you being in this energy of accepting that not everybody's going to be, be on your vibe. Not everybody's going to choose to get along with you. Some people may really choose to go against you, but that is not your fault. Don't blame yourself for that. Especially if you know that you're handling yourself in your environment in this energy of integrity. You're being very respectful. You're being very courteous. You cannot blame yourself for the way others are going to choose to project onto you and try to deflect onto you. So I'm getting what's influencing this energy, what's influencing you to be in this accepting space is really understanding that you cannot blame yourself anymore, that you can only accept responsibility for your well-being and no one else's at this time, And what's blocking you? Judgment, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. In judgment, right? I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. I feel like sometimes what could be blocking you from really being in this energy of acceptance is you worrying about how others are perceiving you. I don't think you like to be judged. Personally, I don't think anybody likes to be judged, and I know damn well you don't want to be judged, especially by somebody who ain't your judge. You know what I'm saying? So this judgment, or you placing harsh judgments on yourself, not giving yourself grace could be what's blocking you from acceptance. Give yourself grace to make mistakes. Understand that you're gonna make mistakes. Not everybody is perfect. We're all human, and the beautiful thing about being human is the ability to make mistakes and grow from them and learn from them. Being in this indecisive energy, not being able to make a decision sometimes, not being able to make a decision because this can be a fear of the unknown, and that fear of the unknown is because you're not in control of what you don't know, especially if you don't see it. So this indecision at times can stop you from making final judgments, because sometimes, one, your heart could be a little too open. I feel like some of you always leave space for people to come back and return into your life, especially when you don't need to hold that space for them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at times you don't like to make final judgments either because of the unknown. You're not sure what's to come, and that's the thing about being in this energy of acceptance. Not fearing the unknown, being able to be okay with what is to come. Things, you cannot control everything. There will always be things outside of your control, So what's ahead for us, Patience. All right. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Don't rush it. Please don't rush divine timing. Just don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself to grow too quickly. Don't rush yourself to get a lesson immediately. Sometimes we learn the same lesson over and over and over and over again until we really get it. I feel like this is telling you to practice patience, because there is going to be some test of time coming, right? Or somebody who is really going to try and test you. Test your temper, test your character, test your judgment here. And I need you to understand that as long as you're in this energy of accepting who you are, how you are, knowing that you're coming right, your integrity spot on, your morals are good, you did everything you're supposed to do, whoever is going to come and try to test your judgment, test your character, that's on them. That's them projecting, that's them deflecting, and that's going to show. Be patient with yourself. Don't allow yourself to get tempered, and what's crowning you? Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success is here for you. Success is coming. This is what you can use. I just thought about this little 5-card spread earlier today. So this is what you could use, is success. Understanding that being successful in anything that you do takes time and takes patience, especially when it comes to relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Some of you have probably gone through so many ups and downs in relationships with people, and you've blamed yourself for it. You've blamed yourself for the way these people have judged you, the way these people have treated you. Let me tell you something. You could be perfect Patty, and they could still treat you like crap. You know what I'm saying? So don't place this blame on yourself. Don't judge yourself harshly. All these relationships that have come across your path that you have been in have been learning opportunities, character building opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Every individual that you come across, every relationship that you make, that you've made now, in the past, coming in the future, these are all walks of life, learning to accept people for who they are. And some of the people you've dealt with in relationships, whether this is work, love, whatever the case may be, have taught you how to deal with those types of people again. Whether you need to deal with somebody who's a hater, you need to deal with somebody who's constantly coming for you, constantly trying to assassinate your character, or you dealing with the shady lover. You've dealt with this before, so you know how to navigate it. And let me tell you something. Some of us are so blessed. Some of us are so called in this life to be successful, right? Some of us, we know what our purpose is. You know what your purpose is. You know what you're here to do. If you have a purpose that includes you raising the vibration of somebody else, giving love to somebody else, spreading hope and things like that, there's always going to be an energy, an entity that's going to try and come up against that. That's just the way of the world. You know, there's no escaping that. So it's understanding and accepting who you are and how you are and being solid in that, in you, and stop blaming yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming yourself for things that didn't work out. Stop blaming yourself for people who choose to come for you. Sometimes it really has nothing to do with you. Y'all, it's called spiritual warfare. So a person may be attacking you and they don't even know why they're attacking you. They're just on assignment to do so. Forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And then peace at the bottom of all of this. So, especially when it comes to forgiveness. When it comes to forgiveness, people that have hurt us, people that have caused us trauma, people that have caused any type of pain, violated us in any type of way, being able to be in an energy of accepting what happened, no matter how wrong, but also not blaming yourself for what happened. You know, it's taking accountability for it in any type of way. Sometimes you don't even need to take accountability because sometimes people were just taken advantage of, especially those who have a lot of childhood trauma, and you're just a child. You're not responsible for an adult. You can't be accountable for an adult. You know what I'm saying? You're growing up. So it's being able to be in this energy of acceptance that some people are evil in this world, and sometimes, unfortunately, they bleed that onto us. They cause harm to us. They try to impart energies and entities and spirits in us to see the world how they see it. You know, if you're going through this journey of healing, you're going to realize that you've probably done a lot of blaming yourself, saying it was your fault or thinking it was your fault, going over what you did, your actions and things like that. Especially in childhood, it was never your fault. You know what I'm saying? It was never your fault. Let go of that blame. Stop blaming yourself, even as an adult, for things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability and blame are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Because being in an energy of accountability means that you understand wholeheartedly what you've done, your actions that, you know, that cause these consequences to come about. Blame is a lack of accountability, saying, nah, you did this because I did this because you did this, or whatever the case may be. You know, not being accountable for your actions or the consequences. That's blame. So please let go of this self-blame and self-shame and just start taking accountability. Some of us as adults, when it comes to our relationships, you know, we blame ourselves for how things went. Get in this energy of being accountable and understanding, like, you know, what your triggers are, what things you need to change, what your behaviors are, things like that. What causes you to act in the way that you do, that situations, you know, pop off the way that they do. So when it comes to forgiveness, being able to be in this energy of forgiveness, like, forgiveness is not an easy thing to achieve. It's actually really hard. Like, it's really hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's steps to that. So don't rush the steps that you need to go through to get to this forgiveness, to be in this peace. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, acceptance and accountability are two important things here. Although accountability, I don't even know if there's an accountability card here. But I feel like that's what this is. It's all about being accountable. But once you start to accept things for the way they are, let go of blame of yourself. Let go of harsh judgments of yourself and indecision to make judgments that are necessary. You know, be patient with your process and understand that success is what's coming. You want to be successful. You know you want to be successful. You know that you want whatever it is you want in life, you want to achieve that. There's a process here. The success could just simply be achieving peace. It's still a journey. And it's still something that doesn't need to be rushed. Please be patient with yourself. Be patient with others around you, because I feel like sometimes we're dealing with a lot of hurt people, or people who are just think they're so right, no matter how their, you know, whatever their judgments may be, whatever their principles, morals, ethics may be. Sometimes people just feel like they're right, especially those people who just have to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? They truly believe that they're moving on a principality that's important to them, that they have to stand behind. So just understand that you got to be patient with people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And even in his patience, allow yourself to forgive yourself first for blaming yourself, you know, not being patient with yourself, judging yourself harshly. Forgive yourself first and then work on forgiving others. All right, YouTube, that's all I have for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And let me know what you think. Okay, wait, one more thing. Once you really do forgive yourself and others, you know, and be in this energy of acceptance and letting go, you start to remove blockages in your creativity, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, and it really helps open you up for whatever it is you're trying to manifest in life, whatever direction you want to go in life, because you're not being hindered by energy that blocks you. You're not being there's once you release that thing, it's going to be hard for that to constantly be attracted back to you, you know. So yeah. All right, I just had to say that. All right, y'all, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.